So what's good, TMG fam? It's your boy Ellen. I'm back, and since we've already been talking about farming and craziness that I saw earlier, why don't we keep it going? You know what I mean, and get into some fruits. So this is the 20 most unique fruits you've never heard of. Now I know some of y'all are out there, these health gurus. You know what I mean? Y'all know all the ins and outs and the fruits that affect this and that in the body and the weight loss and all of this type of stuff. I get it. You know what I mean? Y'all make a smoothie so complicated these days. Don't do that. Don't mix that with that. You can't have that with that. It's getting to the point where it's getting frustrating, man. You know what I'm saying? It's getting to the point where it's getting frustrating. What happened to just keeping it simple? But everything is getting complicated nowadays because people just like to take this health stuff to the extreme. You know it. You see it. You see the little ads that pop up on Instagram. Oh man, you want to know how I lost this weight? Well, it takes a special fruit and this type of fruit that will melt away your belly fat. It's like, just say the fruit. Why I gotta be all this cryptic stuff? It's crazy, bro. I'm getting frustrated, as you can tell. But anyway, man, we're gonna get into these 20 most unique fruits, man. If y'all new to the channel, hit the subscribe button and join the fam. And let's check this out.
Fruit, it's good for ya. We should all be eating more fruit, especially in these times that are giving our immune systems some challenges. But eating a banana every day can get pretty boring. What you need is a little variety of flavor, so how about something a little more exciting than the regular old apples and oranges? From the fruit that grows near the Amazon River to the fruit that speaks the language of love, here's the 20 most unique fruits you've never...
I don't know, some of this stuff on this list look like if I eat it, like my arms and stuff might go limp, or I might be numb.
Heard of. Number 20. Wachrapona palm tree. As scientists continue to investigate the benefits of the Wachrapona palm tree, it is becoming a well-known tree type across the globe. Wachrapona palm tree is a huge evergreen palm with a prostrate or underground stem up to 45 centimeters in diameter that forms a loose cluster of growth. But that's not the first thing you'll notice about this tree. The first thing you'll notice about it is that it resembles a wiener. Yep, as a result, some folks believe the Wachrapona palm tree is useful.
Y'all are some sickos, man. For real, this is how we starting the video off with this, man. Y'all are some sickos, bruh.
In terms of increasing penis sensitivity, as well as strengthening orgasms due to its root nature. Palms are one of the most well-known and widely cultivated plant families. They have played a significant role in human history for a long time. Palms are used to make a variety of items and cuisines. Palms are one of the most commercially significant plants nowadays, since they are commonly employed in landscaping. Palms were the emblems for such notions as triumph, peace, and fertility in many historical societies due to their value as food. Palm trees have come to symbolize the tropics and holidays for those living in colder areas.
Before we go on, like this video,
Control yourself, ladies. Goodness gracious.
smash the subscribe button and click the notification bell right now, or this centipede will crawl on your face when you're sleeping.
Number 19. Passion fruit. The passion fruit is produced by a variety of plants in the Passiflora genus. The passion fruit gets its name from one of the many different species of passion flower, which is the English translation of the Latin genus name Passiflora. Around 1,700 missionaries in Brazil gave the plant the name Flor das Cinco Chagas, which means flower of the five wounds, to represent Christ's crucifixion and resurrection, with other plant components named after emblems from the Passion of Jesus. Passion fruits are either round or oval in shape. They come in a variety of colors, including yellow, red, purple, and green. The fruits feature a delicious edible core that is made up of a lot of seeds. The pulpy, juicy seeds are the components of the fruit that is used and eaten by humans. Passion fruit juice may also be made by squeezing the fruit Passion fruit has 73% water, 22% carbs, 2% protein, and 0.5% fat in its raw form. Fresh passion fruit provides 36% of the daily value of vitamin C, 42% dietary fiber, B vitamins, riboflavin, 11% DV, and niacin, 10% DV, 12% iron, and 10% phosphorus in a 100-gram serving. Number 18. Sugar apples. The sugar apple, also known as sweet sop, is the fruit of Annona squamosa, the most frequently cultivated Annona species, and a tropical fruit native to the Americas and the West Indies. It was introduced to Asia by Spanish merchants aboard Manila galleons landing in the Philippines. The fruit is spherical conical, with a thick skin consisting of knobby segments and measures 5 to 10 centimeters in diameter and 6 to 10 centimeters in length, weighing 100 to 240 grams. The hue ranges from light green to blue-green, with a deep pink flush in certain kinds, and there is usually a bloom. It is the only Annona fruit that is segmented, and when mature, the segments part revealing the inside. The flesh is aromatic and sweet, creamy white to light yellow in color, and has a custard-like texture and flavor. It sticks to 13 to 16 millimeter long seeds, creating separate segments in a single layer around a conical core. It's slick, silky, and somewhat grainy. The firm, lustrous seeds, which may number 20 to 40 per fruit and have a brown to black coat, but seedless variations exist in Taiwan and Hong Kong. New types are also being produced. Although it was initially produced in the United States in 1908, the thetmoya, or pineapple sugar apple, is popular in Taiwan. It is a hybrid of the sugar apple and the cherimoya. The fruit has a comparable sweetness to a sugar apple, but a completely distinct flavor. It has a pineapple flavor, as its name indicates. Number 17. Manila tamarind. Manila tamarind.
I mean, y'all, as soon as they said pineapple, you was like, okay, cool, I'll try it now. Before you was kind of hesitant about trying it if you had the chance. But right when they said pineapple, I was like, okay, I'll try that now.
Is a flowering plant in the Fabaceae family, endemic to Mexico's Pacific coast and neighboring highlands, as well as Central America and northern South America. Monkey pod is another name for it. However, the term is also used to numerous other plants, notably Salmonea saman. It is an invasive
like those snap peas your grandma used to make you sit down and snap and oh my gosh, bro. Talk about aggravating. I just wanted to go outside, Grandma.
species that is spread across the Caribbean, Florida, the Philippines, and Guam thanks to the Manila galleons. It has also been imported to Thailand and South Asia, where it is regarded as an invasive species. The English names Manila tamarind and Madras thorn are both inaccurate since it is not related to tamarinds and is not endemic to either Manila or Madras. The seed pods contain a sweet and sour pulp that is eaten raw, as an addition to different meat-based meals in Mexico, the Philippines, Pakistan, and India, as well as used as a foundation for cocktails made with sugar and water. Different portions of the tree were utilized by the Huastec people of northern Veracruz and San Luis Potos in Mexico to cure gum disease, toothaches, and cancer. The leaves are supposed to be used to cure bile and a poultice with alcohol, as well as to prevent abortions and miscarriages. Number 16.
I feel like the stuff that can like help assist and aid in the cures of certain things need to be more so talked about. You know what I mean? We don't hear about this stuff often. Talk about that more. Later with all the other BS, man, the stuff that's gonna help people. Yeah.
Durian. The edible fruit of numerous tree species belonging to the genus Durio is known as a durian. Durio species are found in Indonesia, Malaysia, the Philippines, and Thailand, and at least 9 of them yield edible fruit. The only species accessible on the international market is Durio zibethinus, which is endemic to Borneo and Sumatra. As of 1987, Thailand had approximately 300 identified kinds, while Malaysia had 100. Other species species are available for purchase in their respective locations, the durian is known as the king of fruits in certain areas due to its massive size, powerful odor, and thorn-covered rind. The fruit may
Yeah, what's up with my bad, y'all. I'm random, but he just popped up on the screen. What's up with Nick? What was his name? Nico Avocado. Remember, he was going through it at one point in time. Is he good? Is his mental back good? They ain't give like no update or nothing. My bad, but I just seen him pop up on the screen.
grow up to 30 centimeters in length and 15 centimeters in diameter, and it weighs between 1 and 3 kilos. Depending on the species, its form varies from oblong to spherical, the color of its husk from green to brown, and the color of its flesh from light yellow to red. Some individuals find the durian scent to be delightfully sweet, while others find it overbearing and disagreeable. The odor has been described as rotting onions, turpentine, and raw sewage, and has elicited emotions ranging from profound admiration to acute repulsion. Because of its lingering odor, which may last for days, several hotels and public transportation agencies in Southeast Asia have banned the fruit. The flesh, on the other hand, was characterized by Alfred Russel Wallace, a 19th century British scientist, as a rich custard highly flavored with almonds. The flesh is edible at different stages of maturity and is used to flavor a range of savory and sweet dishes in Southeast Asian cuisines. When cooked, the seeds may also be eaten. Number 15. Longan. The longan tree is a tropical tree that bears edible fruit. It is one among the most well-known tropical members of the Sapindaceae family, which also includes the lychee and rambutan. The longan's fruit is comparable to the lychees, although it has a less fragrant flavor. Tropical Asia and China are its natural habitats. The longan, Cantonese longnagon, meaning dragon eye, gets its name from the fact that when the fruit is shelled, it resembles an eyeball and a black seed shows through the transparent flesh like a pupil/iris. The seed is tiny, spherical, and rigid with an enamel-like finish. The fully matured, newly picked fruit has a thin and strong bark-like shell that makes it simple to peel by pressing the...
Oh, that remind me of the, what's the grapes that be on the vine here? Ah, man, I can't think of the name of them right now. We had them on our grapevine in our house when I was younger, man. You go outside, pick them, squeeze them, and then spit the seed out. What was the name? No, I can't think of the name right now. That's gonna aggravate me.
Pulp out like a sunflower seed. The fruit becomes more difficult to shell when the shell has more moisture and is more delicate. Premature harvest, variety, meteorological circumstances, and transport/storage conditions all affect the softness of the shell. In exceptional agricultural types, the fruit is sweet, juicy, and delicious. The seed as well as the peel are not eaten. Longan fruit is used in Asian soups, snacks, sweets, and sweet and sour meals, and is often preserved and bottled in syrup, in addition to being eaten raw like other fruits. Longans have a drier sweetness akin to dates, but lychees are typically messy and have a more tropical, grape-like acidic sweetness. Number 14. Jackfruit. The jackfruit, commonly known as the jack tree, is a fig, mulberry, and breadfruit family tree. The western Ghats of southern India, all of Sri Lanka, and the rainforest of Malaysia, Indonesia, and the Philippines are where it all began for the jackfruit. The jack tree thrives in tropical lowlands and is commonly farmed across the world's tropical areas. It produces the biggest fruit of any tree, weighing up to 55 kilograms, measuring 90 centimeters in length, and 50 centimeters in diameter. A healthy jack tree yields around 200 fruits each year, with elder trees producing up to 500. The fleshy petals of the unripe jackfruit tree are eaten. The jackfruit is a multiple fruit made of hundreds to thousands of individual blossoms. The ripe fruit is delicious, depending on the type, and is usually used in desserts. Green jackfruit in a can has a mild flavor and a meat-like texture, earning it the moniker vegetable meat. In South and Southeast Asian cuisines, jackfruit is a frequent ingredient for many dishes. Fruits, both ripe and unripe, are eaten. The jackfruit is Bangladesh's and Sri Lanka's national fruits, as well as the state fruit of Karnataka, Kerala, and Tamil Nadu in India. It's sold canned, frozen, and in chilled meals all throughout the world, as well as a variety of fruit-based goods, including noodles and chips. Number 13.
I'd definitely be down to try that. Although it looked like it was kind of dry just looking at it, but I'd be down to try that, man. You notice like some of the people showing on the screen, if you pay attention to the ones that are eating the fruit, I'm looking at their skin is looking real good. You know what I'm saying? They say certain things that you eat help with like your skin and different things. I was like, you could tell in the video for those who frequently eat like certain things, lemons, limes, different things, their skin, you could tell the glow.
Sapodilla. Sapodilla is a long-lived evergreen tree native to southern Mexico, Central America, and the Caribbean. It is a subdominant plant species in the Patanes mangroves ecoregion of coastal Yucatan, where it is a natural occurrence. During Spanish colonialism, it was brought to the Philippines, in India, Pakistan, Thailand, Malaysia, Cambodia, Indonesia, Vietnam, Bangladesh, and Mexico. It is cultivated in considerable numbers. The Nahuatl word zapotl is the source of the term zapote, which comes from the Spanish word zapote. Sapodilla may reach a height of more than 30 meters and a trunk diameter of 1.5 meters. Cultivated examples, on the other hand, are generally between 9 and 15 meters tall. It is wind-resistant and the bark is high in chicle, a white sticky substance. The decorative leaves are glossy and medium green. They are 7 to 15 centimeters long, alternating, elliptic to ovate, and have an entire border. White flowers with a 6-lobed corolla are inconspicuous and bell-shaped. The outer skin of an unripe fruit is hard, and when harvested, it oozes white chicle from its stem. When harvested, a completely matured apple has droopy skin and does not produce chicle. The fruit is a huge berry with a diameter of 4 to 8 centimeters. Its flesh is light yellow to an earthy brown hue on the inside, with a gritty texture similar to that of a ripe pear. 1 to 6 seeds are found in each fruit. Number 12.
I think with some of these fruits, they done found like the fountain of youth, man.
Jabuticaba. Jabuticaba is a myrtaceae tree endemic to the Brazilian states of Rio de Janeiro, Minas Gerais, Goiás, and São Paulo. Myrciaria species are endemic to Brazil, Argentina, Paraguay, Peru, and Bolivia, and are commonly referred to by the same common names. Purplish black-white pulped fruits grow straight on the trunk of the tree and may be eaten raw or used to produce jellies, jams, juice, or wine. The fruit is a large, thick-skinned berry with a diameter of 3 to 4 centimeters. The fruit has the appearance of a slip-skin grape. The delicious white or rose-pink gelatinous meat encased by a thick purple astringent skin. 1 to 4 big seeds, which vary in form depending on the species, are embedded inside the meat. When kept at room temperature, jabuticaba seeds are refractory and become unviable after 10 days. Since pre-Columbian times, jabuticaba has been grown in Brazil. It is now a commercial crop in the country's center and south. Slow development and the short shelf life of the fruit limit commercial fruit growing in the northern hemisphere more than temperature requirements. Number 11. Wolfberry, goji berry. Goji berry, commonly known as wolfberry, is the fruit of 2 closely related species, boxthorn in the nightshade family, Solanaceae, Lycium barbarum, and Lycium chinense. Is the fruit of 2
Thought it was like little grape tomatoes.
closely related species of boxthorn in the nightshade family, Solanaceae, Lycium barbarum, and Lycium chinense. Both species are Asian natives, with a long history of usage in traditional Asian cuisine. Since at least the 3rd century AD, the fruit has been used in traditional Chinese, Korean, and Japanese medicine. Since about 2000, goji berries are derivative products that have been popular as health foods or alternative medicine solutions in industrialized nations, based on
Well, I couldn't have this type of stuff growing up around me, man. All we had was blackberries. And you had to be careful of which one of those you ate. or you'd be somewhere sick for a week or so. You know what I'm saying? That's all we had. Blackberries and like honeysuckle trees. But people was like, "Oh, you tasted it?" I was like, "Yeah, I ain't really taste nothing out of them honeysuckles, man. What?" It was ridiculous.
Exaggerated and untested health claims, the Duke of Argyll brought goji berries to the United Kingdom in the 1730s, although the shrub was largely utilized for hedge and aesthetic landscaping. Farmers in Canada and the United States started commercially farming goji in the first decade of the 21st century to satisfy future markets for fresh berries, juice, and processed goods. The unverified narrative that a Chinese man named Li Qingyuan, who was believed to have ingested wolfberries daily, lived to the age of 256, is one of the most extreme claims made to advertise the product, which is commonly described to as a superfruit. Number 10. Yuzu. Yuzu is an East Asian citrus fruit and plant belonging to the Rutaceae
Like a cross between a lime and a lemon.
family. Yuzu is mostly grown in East Asia. However, it has lately been grown in Australia, Spain, Italy, and France. It is said to have started as an F1 cross between a Mengshan Yiju subspecies of mandarin orange and the Achong papeda in central China. This fruit has an irregular peel and may be yellow or green, depending on the degree of maturity. It looks like a little grapefruit. Yuzu fruits are fragrant and normally vary in size from 5.5 to 7.5 centimeters in diameter, but may grow to be as big as a grapefruit. Yuzu is a tiny tree or shrub with several big thorns that grow straight. The leaves have a broad, leaf-like petiole and are highly fragrant, similar to those related to the kaffir lime and the Achong papeda. The domestic output of yuzu is estimated to be over 27,000 tons. Yuzu is a popular component in Japanese cuisine, where the fragrant zest, outer rind, and juice are utilized similarly to lemons in other cuisines. The yuzu has a tangy and aromatic flavor that is similar to grapefruit with mandarin orange undertones. Number 9. Shalta, elephant apple. Shalta is a native plant of southeastern Asia, found in India, Bangladesh, and Sri Lanka, and extending east to southern China and Vietnam, as well as further south via Thailand to Malaysia and Indonesia. It grows in Bangladesh in cultivated areas all across the nation. Shalta is also found in the broader Chittagong forest. The fruit grows well in India's northern tropical areas, especially in Assam and Kolkata. The chalet is also found in the arid hill region in Bihar, Orissa, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, and Madhya Pradesh in India. Harvesting the shalta, also known as elephant apple, from the forest is illegal in India, since it is one of the favorite fruits of wild elephants. Elephant apples have been the source of conflict between Kolkata villagers and their nearby elephants in the past. Unfortunately, the elephants strayed outside of the woodlands and into the settlements in search of sustenance due to the villagers' alict over harvesting of the fruit. It's a medium-sized evergreen shrub, or small to medium-sized tree, that may reach a height of 15 meters. The 15 to 36 centimeter long leaves have a prominently corrugated surface with imprinted veins. Fruits are enormous, with a diameter of 7.5 to 10 centimeters and a
look either like pumpkin or sweet potato. Which one of y'all it look like?
subglobose aggregate of 15 carpels, each with 5 seeds embedded in an edible pulp. Number 8. Tamarillo. The tamarillo is a small tree or shrub in the Solanaceae family of flowering plants, the nightshade family. It is primarily known for producing the tamarillo, a tasty egg-shaped fruit. It is very popular around the world, particularly in Peru, Colombia, New Zealand, Ecuador, Rwanda, Australia, and the United States. The tamarillo is grown in Ecuador, Colombia, Peru, Chile, Argentina, and Bolivia, and is a native of the Andes. It is still grown for local consumption in gardens and orchards. Popular fruits in these areas, the fruit was formerly known as the tree tomato, but the New Zealand Tree Tomato Promotions Council picked a new name, Tamarillo, which had no equivalent in Spanish or any other language, to differentiate it from the usual garden tomato and improve its exotic appeal. The fruits are egg-shaped and range in length from 4 to 10 centimeters. They vary in hue from yellow to orange to crimson to practically purple. They feature black longitudinal stripes on occasion. The sourness of red fruits is greater, whereas the sweetness of yellow and orange fruits is greater. The flesh is solid, and the seeds are bigger and
I ain't gonna lie, man. Some of that stuff make me nervous when they cut it open and you look in the inside. I don't be knowing if like little worms or something might get in your, like you gotta know what you're doing with some of this stuff or know what it is and be able to identify it, or you'll have yourself in a world of trouble, man. They haven't really talked about that. I was hoping they would though.
And more numerous than in a regular tomato. Vitamins and iron are abundant in these fruits, which are also low in calories. Number 7. Akebia. Chocolate vine, or Akebia quinnata, is a shrub native to Japan, China, and Korea that has become invasive in the eastern United States from Georgia to Michigan to Massachusetts. It may be found on hills, in hedges, on trees, along forest borders and streams, and on hilly slopes in its natural environment. Akebia,
I ain't gonna lie, that don't look tasty. I ain't trying to knock it, you know what I'm saying? But that just, that looks scary right there. I might have to pass on that one.
Quinnata is a climbing evergreen shrub with palmately compound leaves, with 5 elapic or obovate leaves that are notched at the tip and grows to a height of 10 meters or more. The blooms are chocolate scented and grouped in racemes, with 3 or 4 sepals. Fruits are sausage-shaped pods with edible pulp within. The seeds are surrounded by a sweet-tasting white pulp with the gelatinous placentation. The fruit has a sweet, soft flesh similar to that of white dragon fruit, and it is largely consumed in Japan as a seasonal delicacy. The somewhat bitter rind is used as a vegetable, for example, packed with minced beef and deep-fried. Basket weaving is a traditional usage for the vines. In traditional Chinese medicine, the fruit is used to treat urinary tract infections, insufficient breastfeeding, and rheumatoid arthritis. Number 6.
I guess you're dealing with arthritis, you might need that. But if not, I might just have to pass on that one.
Pulasan. Pulasan is a tropical fruit belonging to the Sapindaceae family of soapberries. It is closely related to the rambutan and is often mistaken for it. Lychee and longan are 2 more fruits from the soapberry family. It's sweeter than rambutan and lychee, but it's harder to get outside of Southeast Asia. Pulasan is derived from the Malay word pulas, which means twist. The pulasan is ultra-tropical, thriving only in very humid environments between 110 and 350 meters above sea level. It is reported that the tree bears best after a long dry season in Malaysia. The fruit is oval in shape, 5 to 7.5 centimeters long, and dark red in color, with a thick, leathery skin, and conical, blunt-tipped tubercles, or thick, fleshy, straight spines up to 1 centimeter long. 1 or 2 little immature fruits may be seen near to the stem. The glossy white or yellowish white meat, up to 1 centimeter thick, clings to the thin, grayish-brown seed coat that breaks from the seed. The taste is often sweeter than rambutan. The seed is ovoid, oblong, or ellipsoid in shape, light brown in color, and 2 to 3.5 centimeters long. The fruit is similar to rambutan but does not have the hairy spines. The flesh is delicious and juicy, and it quickly separates from the seed much easier than rambutan. Furthermore, unlike the rambutan seed, the pulsan seed is easily consumed uncooked. It has a flavor that is similar to almonds. Number 5. Kapuka. Capuca is a cacao-related tropical rainforest tree. It is commonly farmed in the north of Brazil and is found across the Amazon basin. Para has the most output, followed by the Amazonas, Rondonia, and Acre. Capuca trees are typically 5 to 15 meters tall. Some trees may grow to be around 20 meters tall. Their bark is brown.
I don't even see how the branch can even hold that.
Their leaves are 25 to 35 centimeters long and 6 to 10 centimeters wide. There are 9 or 10 pairs of veins on these leaves. Their leaves change color from pink to green as they get older. They eventually begin to yield fruit. Capuca fruits are rectangular, brown and fuzzy, measuring 20 centimeters long and weighing 1 to 2 kilograms.
Wow.
They have a thick, rigid exocarp. The capuca's white pulp has a distinct aroma. Instead of the xanthines, caffeine, theobromine, and theophylline present in cacao, it contains theacrine. Capuca may be used in lieu of cocoa in a variety of everyday dishes, particularly those aimed towards children, such as chocolate milk. Desserts, drinks, and sweets typically include it. Capuclate, which looks and tastes like chocolate, but is cheaper and more heat-resistant, may be manufactured from capuca seeds. A Japanese business, Asahi Foods, attempted but failed to patent the manufacturing and usage of capuca seed fat. Timber is made from the wood as well. Number 4. Starfruit or carambola.
I did not expect them to say that chocolate was like derived from that. That's crazy. I didn't expect that.
Everhoa carambola is a tree endemic to tropical Southeast Asia that produces starfruit in Brazil, Southeast Asia, South Asia, the South Pacific, Micronesia, sections of East Asia, the United States, and the Caribbean.
Now this looks like it'll be good and sweet.
The fruit is widely eaten. The meat is firm, crisp, and exceptionally juicy. It is devoid of fibers and has a texture that is comparable to that of grapes. Carambolas are best eaten soon after they've ripened, when they are a yellow with a little green tint, or when all traces of green have vanished. Fruits that are selected when still somewhat green become yellow in storage at room temperature, but their sugar content does not increase. Carambolas that are overripe will be yellow with brown patches, have a blander flavor, and have a soggier consistency. Carambolas of the ripe sweet kind are sweet, but not overpoweringly so, since they seldom contain more than 4% sugar. They smell like oxalic acid and have a tangy, sour undertone. The flavor is tough to describe, although it has been characterized as a combination of apple, pear, grape, and citrus fruit. Unripe star fruits have a harder, sour texture and a flavor similar to green apples. Carambolas that are ripe may also be utilized in the kitchen. They're frequently simmered in cloves and sugar in Southeast Asia, and sometimes with apples. They're prepared with fish in China. They may be cooked as a vegetable, pickled, or put into jams in Australia. They are sometimes dried in Jamaica. Number 3. Salak. Salak is a palm tree endemic to Indonesia's Java and Sumatra islands. It is grown as a food crop in various parts of Indonesia, and it has been reported to have naturalized in Bali, Lombok, Timor, Maluku, and Sulawesi. The salak tree has been planted across all of Indonesia, and there are at least 30 varieties, the majority of which have astringent and sweet flavors. Salak pondo is a popular fruit in Yogyakarta, on the Indonesian island of Java. Yogyakarta's yearly output increased to 28,666 tons in the 5 years leading up to 1999. Its appeal among local Indonesian customers, in comparison to other cultivars, is mostly owing to the intensity of its scent and sweet taste even before reaching full maturity. It is said to have originated in Bali's highlands near the town of Sibetan. Salak Bali is a popular fruit among both residents and visitors who can be found all around the island of Bali. It's the sole monoecious salaka and one of the Kalamiae clade's few monoecious palms. Salak Bali comes in over 15 kinds with flavors ranging from sugary sweet, sweet sour like grapefruit, and sour like pineapple. The fruit is about the size of a giant fig with a crisp, juicy texture. Salak Kading has a somewhat astringent, starchy texture, but Salak Gondok and Salak Gula Pasir have little to no astringency. Number 2. Noni. The fruit of the Morinda citrifolia tree, which is native to Southeast Asia and Australasia, is used to make noni juice. It has been offered as a remedy for a variety of human ailments, sometimes illegally. However, there is no data to back up any therapeutic claims. Morinda Inc. was charged with making unsubstantiated claims in customer testimonials and other promotional material indicating that its Tahitian noni juice could treat, cure, or prevent numerous diseases such as diabetes, clinical depression, hemorrhoids, and arthritis, according to the Attorneys General of Arizona, California, New Jersey, and Texas, who announced a multi-state settlement with the company on August 26, 1998. According to state and federal food and drug rules, the beverage was an unapproved new medication, and it should not have been marketed until it got permission. Anthraquinones contained in noni roots, leaves, and fruits have been linked to liver and other organ toxicity in studies. 2 clinical case reports published in 2005 documented cases of acute hepatitis induced by consuming Tahitian noni juice. The European Food Safety Authority reviewed these case reports in 2006, initially concluding that the data available at the time of the case reports were insufficient to establish a causal relationship between juice consumption and hepatotoxicity.
Okay with the words. Did it happen or did it not happen? I need to know that. See, that's the thing, man. Some people market this stuff and it don't be approved. We don't be knowing. We just hear trigger words. Oh, it can cure this. Oh, it can cure that. And we just automatically just start with no research, no nothing. We just start trying to take it.
However, an increased number of subsequent case reports suggested that some individuals may be particularly sensitive to the hepatotoxic effects of noni fruit products. Number 1. Buddha's Hand. Buddha's Hand, also known as fingered citron, is a citron cultivar, Citrus medica var sarcodactylus, that has no fruit, pulp, juice, or seeds. Its name comes from its unique form, which resembles a hand with several spread fingers, while some cultivars resemble a closed hand rather than an open one. While its insides are a little more than bitter, white pith under its brilliant yellow peel, its zest gives a wonderful lemon blossom-like taste to meals that may be used in any recipe that asks for citrus zest. Its peel may be candied as well. Fingered citron, like other citrus, requires a warm or at least moderate environment to thrive. Buddha's Hand can grow where lemons and oranges can. It also ripens and is harvested throughout the winter, like other citrus fruits, and may be available for purchase into the spring. It comes into season a little later than grapefruit and a little later than oranges, so it may be well into winter before you see it heaped high at markets. The term Buddha's Hand is a translation of the fruit's name in Cantonese, Mandarin, Japanese, Korean, and Vietnamese. It's been used as a gift in Buddhist temples for a long time, especially the close-fingered types that resemble a prayer hand posture. The fruit represents joy, longevity, and good fortune. Have you ever tried any of the fruits on our list today?
Nah, I can't say that I've tried any of those. You know what I mean? My main takeaway from this, though, is like I said, fam, do your research. Just because somebody say that to you, make sure you do a thorough. I mean, you're putting this in your body, bro. Be thorough with it. Thorough. And I'm not just saying that for you. I've fallen victim to that too. You know, just hearing that the benefits can do this, the benefits can do that, and just jump into it and not even researching it or figuring out or looking into it. You know what I mean? And then my other knock, was, I don't know, for me, seeing a lot of these fruits and stuff like that and different things, and they were eating them like right off of the tree. I can't. For me, I gotta have it cold, bro. I'm weird in that way. I can't, like, at room temperature fruit, I just can't do it. It gotta be cold out the fridge for me. Call me bougie all you want to. But yeah, that was the only other thing I was seeing during the video. I was like, man, they just eating it right off the tree. Maybe I'm picky. I don't know. I can't do that. I need it cold. You know what I mean? And it gotta be washed off. People could be spraying stuff outside. I don't even know. But yeah, man, this is like some great cultural things, man. Like I said, we ain't having none of this type of stuff growing up. This was 20 most unique fruits you've never heard of. Y'all get at me and let me know if you heard some of these. And stick around and stay tuned. Till next one, I'm gone. Peace.